In this video, we're going to learn about the pencil tool and how you can use that to draw your own artwork shapes. And we'll also learn about the shape tool and how you can use that to edit your artwork shapes. And so when you click on the pencil, you'll notice that your cursor changes and has some sort of a crosshair. And if you click, it will add the first point of your shape. And every time you click, it'll add another point. I'm using the left click button. If I hold down the control key on my keyboard, it will give me a curved line. If I let go of the control key, it will give me straight lines with corner points. And you can essentially just keep clicking to draw your shape. But whenever you're done drawing it, you would right click. And so that is the process, and it's ready to draw another one. Just click, 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 right click to draw shapes. And you'll notice that the shapes that I drew are not closed shapes or filled in with color. They're simply a line, and technically they are a vector line. And I'm still in the pencil drawing mode, so I can continue to just draw shapes until I'm done. Now, when I'm done drawing shapes, I would maybe click on my select tool to select a shape, and now I can click on any shape that I've drawn or that I've opened to select it. Now, notice that the shapes that I drew have not got a closed shape, they're open. It's very easy to close or connect the last point to your first point. There is a close shape tool on the left-hand toolbar. And so I'll go ahead and close the shape. I'll also point out on the top dynamic toolbar that changes depending on what you have selected, that when I select an artwork shape, I have a fill button to fill or unfill. I also have a pen width button that I could use to choose how wide to display that artwork shape. And so it's either filled in or not filled in, and you can control the width of it. But these are all vector shapes. We haven't really talked about embroidery, but if you have a higher level of the Floriani software, then you would have the ability to easily convert these into embroidery. But for right now, we're simply talking about using the pencil to draw artwork shapes. And so the other tool that we wanted to talk about is the shape tool. And so when I click on the shape tool, you'll notice that blue points appear on all of the shapes. And if I click on any of the shapes that were already made, you'll see that there is a pink outline and navy blue points, or I also call them nodes. And I can select a node and I can move it to a new place. I can grab on the pink line and just move the pink line to change the shape, as well as when I select on a node, I could right click to get an extra menu where you have the ability to delete a point, or right click and add a point. You can click and drag to move a point. Notice that when I click on one of the points, they have additional what are known as tangent lines, and you can now select those and use those to interact with the shape in even more ways. And when I select upon a point and I look at my right click menu, I can change the point style. So currently it's a smooth style, but I could change it to be a line, and that would make it like a corner point. If I right click, I could change it back to smooth again. I can also right click and choose to make it symmetrical. And when you choose symmetrical, then if you adjust one side of the tangent, it will adjust the other side to make each side the same. And the final choice there was cusp. And when you choose cusp, it will allow you to move one side of the tangent completely independently of the other side of the tangent. And so now you have the ability to create almost any corner style that you want. And so essentially, this is the shape tool that we're talking about. It's over on the left-hand side. Just above it would be the select tool. So you'll know the difference because when you select a shape, it will get a transformation box around it. You can use the transformation box to resize the shape or change its location. But if you click on the shape tool, then you will uncover the actual points that make up the shape, and you can click and drag to move them and or add new ones and or delete and modify them. And so while you're in shape mode, if you click on a new shape, you will see the shape mode for that shape. And so this is all about the ability to really customize vector artwork, whether you're using it for digital cutting or for embroidery. Floriani is very powerful artwork capabilities. And so finally, one more thing I will say is when you do choose to draw artwork, there is a tool beside it to select the mode. In the design finder, there is simply the line mode, but if you do have the Floriani Fusion or the FTCU, there are other modes of drawing that perhaps make it easier to make curves and arcs and these sorts of things. And so I hope you enjoyed this video about how to use the pencil tool to draw artwork and how to use the shape tool to modify artwork.